picks in all of the games. If you want our best bets, though, those are over at the premium area. I got a long-winded commentary yesterday, someone saying that we say that everything is free, and then when you go to the premium area, you have to pay. But it's like I said, we give out 20,000 free picks a year. Wasn't good enough for this guy, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I've been doing this for 15 years online. It was the first time I've ever had a comment like that. Like, you say free picks. It's like, oh, man, that was nasty. You say free picks, but I don't know, man. I think 20,000 free picks, I think, qualifies us to say we give out free picks. I don't know. And speaking of free picks and paid picks and all that other stuff, we got Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki, Chris Ruffalo. Brian, how you doing today? What do you got for sale? See, we do this every day. I say, what do you have for sale and how much is it, right? So some people, one guy out of, I don't know, 7 million people a month didn't understand that part. I don't feel bad charging for our best bets. That was something that came from my audience many, many years ago. I used to give everything for free, and that came from our audience request to put my best bets in a place where they could purchase them. So, I don't know. I mean, that came from them, but I have no idea. I can't even try and make sense of it all. Brian, make sense of it all for me. What do you got today?
Well, 2-1 in the NBA yesterday, 9-4 in the season, 69%. If you want to get my NBA season pass up until January 1st, $450 at pickdogs.com. If you want today's plays, I got a 3-pack for $40. One college basketball, one NBA, and one college football, all for $40 at pickdogs.com.
How about you, Chris?
We have another big college basketball day today. I got my Whale Bet Wednesday. These are 7 of my biggest and best plays of the week. Got a couple in the afternoon as well as 5 in the evening time slots. Got the over for $49.95 over at pickdogsportschatplace.com premium. Or hop on one of those longer term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. Or I have the college basketball season pass up there over at pickdogs.com, sportschatplace.com, the premium section.
How about you, Rod?
For me today, I've got Rod's Wonderful Wednesday. I've got 7 plays I love. I got 5 college basketball, 1 NBA, 1 college football. Love these 7 plays. I split it up. If you just want the college basketball early morning plays, I got a early morning slam dunk triple. Love these 3 early college basketball plays, or get them all. And the Wonderful Wednesday package, you get all 7 plays today. Huge golden opportunity today to smash the books. Loving today's card.
I've got 5 college basketball picks just in tonight's games. I don't have any of the day stuff. I was going to add the day stuff and have a day plan, but every time I add picks, like I did yesterday, they never seem to work out for me, so I just stuck with 5. Matter of fact, the 5 that I had on my card initially, I ended up picking a totally different 5. It was like, so what I normally do is I go through the games, I write down the ones I say, these are the ones that just pop off the page at me. Then I go in and I do the heavy-duty handicapping on those games. I did those 5 games, and I was like, I don't like these. They didn't come out to me as decisive as I like, so I went in, and I picked another 5, and I just kept doing it. So my picks got in probably the latest I've gotten my picks in so far this season. So seriously dialed in on mine today. It's like, I mean, it was like if they didn't fit, they didn't fit, because my NBA I've been off to a kind of start. I'm just slightly below 500, I would say, but my college basketball, I'm chipping away, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I'm excited about college hoops today. It's been a little square, I would say. A lot of the plays, the bubble, and college hoops has been a little to the square side. I think a lot of it has to do with not having those home crowds being able to do it. I caught one play. One of my plays yesterday was a little sharper. At least I'll say it was. That was South Florida against Memphis, and I think they could have won that game. And I really, really liked it. I had it as a premium, and but I had Rutgers. That was super square. Brian hated that thing. And Houston was just, I was embarrassed, when I watched the game and I said, and I landed on Houston. That's why it took me so long to get my picks in, because I had Houston yesterday and I watched the game and I was just like, conference game. It was like, how in the hell did I end up there? It was just, I just missed some key things there, and it's just like it's unlike me. So I know I've been spread really thin lately, but my record in college hoops is still there. So I'm probably still on the leaderboard. Hopefully,
it's crazy how much a losing day can be as close to a winning day because the Pacers collapsed. I think they were up by how many? 10 going into the fourth quarter, and they lost. And Miami could have caught that pass late and scored a touchdown. It was close. I had a 2-3 day, but it was close. Could have been a winning day, but it wasn't.
So, yeah, it's just, it's the nature of the beast. And to me, though, it's like I don't mind losing, if I make a good pick and I lose and I get hit with the, last second three, get backdoored or, the other side, the guy misses the three, and ends up, something ends up happening weird. Even like these Northwestern games, the last three outside of last night, I lose those. I can handle it, but Houston was just such a square, lousy play. It was such a bad play. I apologize to everyone for that.
Texas A&M, they didn't show up yesterday.
Yeah, but that, you know what? That's something I could live with. That you took a shot, with a dog, a live dog, Buzz Williams. It's like it makes sense at least. Houston made no sense. It made no sense. It just didn't even make sense. It was like I started watching the game and I was like I had to turn it off. It was like, what was I thinking? What the hell was I thinking? I apologize to everyone for that pick. To be honest. And I rarely apologize for a pick, man, but I am apologizing for that one. It's super square. Hate that pick, man. Just hated it.
Colorado was brutal yesterday, the Buffalo.
They just stopped playing football. It's like
a bunch of bums.
They just stopped playing football. They just decided, we're done playing football today. We're just done playing. We've had enough. It's happened
now. Yeah. That was the one college football game that I thought was, I don't want to say it sure thing, but I thought they were going to at least show up.
Who asked you?
And Miami did the opposite yesterday. I thought they were done when it was 21-0, but they fought back and had
they
some
showed
heart.
some guts with N'Kosi Perry playing. And the thing about N'Kosi Perry is he's been the starter before on the team. It's not like he's a guy that never plays. And he was a top 5 recruited QB coming out of high school. So it's not like he's some guy that's never played before. But, you can see he doesn't have a great arm, and that's why he's not the starter. That's why he's not Mond, who he was ranked just behind in the year he came out of high school. The thing is that as a Kane fan, I'm not, like, the North Carolina game, I'm still, salty about. But last night's game, I'm not salty about. I think there was a few drops in there that made the difference in the game. Some big drops because drops. We got a kicker that can kick it from 60. So it's like all you got to do is get it close, Yeah. And it's like they just kept dropping because we were going to get at least 3 on those. Then there was the holding.
That turnover.
There was the holding call and the touchdown. And, the refs did us no favors. No favors. It was like every time there was ticky-tack pass interference, we got called. Every time it was the other way, there was no flag. And, that it happens, and it's like it's happened to us more than anyone. But, I think that the team showed guts because they could have easily packed it in down 21-0. And,
I packed it in. I texted Mitch. I said, Miami sucks.
Yeah. I came on at halftime. We did a halftime show. We took Miami. I said it's a total homer pick. I have no real, basis for this. And we flipped the lucky penny to see if it would agree. It did. And then we shook the magic 8 ball. We said, will Miami cover the second half -0.5? And it said, outlook good. So we were off, and we gave it out, and we all won. We tuned in and decided to bet it. But anyways, let's get to today's action. We got a pretty good card today. Starts early in college hoops. We got a lot to cover and not a ton of time to cover it. So let's just get right into it. And we got Wisconsin against Wake Forest. Wisconsin's is just dead to me. I don't care. I don't have a premium pick on this game. I'm taking Wake Forest. I'm betting this one on spite alone. Brian, how about you?
Yeah, I hate the spreads in both of these contests, but I got to go with Wisconsin. I mean, it's been going up and up and up. It's not something I'm betting big, but I'm just gonna bet the 9.5, 10 Wisconsin covers.
Paul Chris is just garbage as a head coach. That Indiana game, that game plan for Indiana, he pulls that out today, they're gonna lose by 50. Chris.
But Wake hasn't played much in these last 2 months, I think, because of COVID.
They're not going to see anything in this game that they haven't already seen this season. There's not. They covered against Clemson. They can cover against these clowns. Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, that's why I'm on Wake Forest here as well. I think if Wisconsin's best
Rufalo's on
chance.
them. Now we're dead.
Story of my life. No.
Now I feel good.
No, I think Wisconsin. I can't trust without Mertz at quarterback, and
without Mertz, they're nothing.
Yeah, if you can, it's like Mitch, like you said, if you can cover against Clemson, you can cover against Wisconsin, and I think 9.5 is a gift. I think it was a gift at 7, so I'll take Wake Forest plus 9.5. I'll put a little bit on the money line as well.
I have to say about this game, I'd rather just keep betting against the Lakers with a lot of these picks today that we're going to go over. It's like instead of doing that, just take the Spurs.
I was foaming at the mouth when I saw that game.
I didn't put it out as a premium pick, but believe me, I might anyway. It's like, is there an easier play on the board than that? Rod, go ahead.
For me, I like the over in this game. I think both teams are going to definitely put up points. Wake Forest defense has been awful, so they're definitely going to let Wisconsin score, and Wake Forest they definitely can score in bunches as well. So I like the over. Give me the over 51 in this one.
I hate Paul Christ. Anyways, we got the Sooners against the Gators here. Gators, a lot of their top-tier talent is out for this game, but Trask, the quarterback, is playing. And one thing we do know about Florida, and I say this all the time, they get first choice of the recruits in the state of Florida. And that means that you don't have a scrub on your roster. So while these other guys are sitting out and, Pitts isn't playing and all these guys aren't playing, their top 2 receivers aren't playing. That's why this line is moved, right? It's all the Florida guys that are out. There's not a scrub on this roster, and I'm a Gator hater. I am a Gator hater. I love, I say it all the time. One of my favorite memories of my life is when Miami was up 28-3. We called timeout and kicked another field goal with 4 seconds left to go in the game. It was, to make it 31-3. That's how much I hate these guys. But they don't have a guy who's not an ESPN top 150 recruit on the entire roster. They are stacked. Oklahoma's defense is a sieve. You have a track team against a sieve defense. It doesn't even, it's like, I don't care. I'll just, money line for me on Florida. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to wait until 7:30 tonight and then take the Florida Gators, try to get as many points as I can. The world is on Oklahoma. They might win the game, but I don't see them covering. It's just tons of action on the Sooners. I think you're right. Gators have talent upon talent, so give me Florida plus the points.
Defense not what it was in recent years, but it's nothing compared to that Oklahoma sieve. I mean, we know what Oklahoma looks like in the postseason, and it's usually 60-plus on them. Chris?
Yeah, it's not like Kyle Pitts wouldn't have let these guys know that he was opting out or sitting out a while ago, at least before the last game of the season. So these guys that hadn't had much time, they've probably been practicing. They've probably been showing up to practice, probably been getting their reps in. So I like Florida as well. I think you got a team that can play defense against a team that doesn't. I think Florida gets the job done here, so I'll take Florida plus the points and on the money line.
Rod, if you can lose to Kansas State at home, can you lose to Florida?
You could. For me, I like the over. I think both teams are going to put up a whole pile of points. Give me this over. Whole lot of scoring in this game, I think. You could hit 80. I like the over.
All right, go to NBA. Got 6 games today. One that I really like a lot. But we got the Celtics against the Grizzlies. Celtics played last night against Indiana. This line's gone from 9 to 6.5 since I did the video, which was about an hour ago. I'm going to guess someone's not playing like Tatum or something for the line to drop that significantly. Or John Moran has made a miraculous recovery. Willis Reed type stuff and beyond. I'm going to guess it's the former. Brian, what do you say here?
Boston, the surprise comeback yesterday. They fought back and beat the Pacers. Back-to-back games, now taking on Memphis. I just think it's too many points for them to cover. I'll take the 6.5 with Memphis.
I'm going to take the under. I just think this is a reasonably high number even for a Boston game, and I dropped 3.5 points since the open already. So give me the under 220.5. I think this is the first 100 wins.
Rod?
Yeah, I like the Grizzlies here. Give me the Grizzlies plus the 6.5. I think they keep it within 3 points. If not, get the upset win.
Grizzlies have so many players out. It's like I just can't see it. I'm going to take the Celtics here. These are the games that the Celtics need, you know? These are the ones that they like, if you're going to compete for a championship, these games have to be automatic, you know? The Celtics want to compete for a championship. Has to be an automatic. Nets versus Hawks. This one's gone from 6.5 to 7. Brooklyn 2-2 now. The Hawks are the undefeated team here. Brian, I know you've been all over the Hawks so far this season. How do you feel now?
Maybe I'm biased because I hate the Nets, but I'm going to take the Hawks here plus the points. Normally in this situation, like the T-Wolves, I like to take the better team, like the Clippers and Lakers, but in this spot, I'm going to take Atlanta plus the points.
I'm going to take the over in this spot. 239. That is a high number, but these two teams can get there, especially with Durant and Irving on one side and high-scoring Hawks on the other. So give me 239. Give me the over.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the over as well. We got a shootout fest here in this one. We don't see a whole lot of defense being played. Give me the over.
I like the Hawks. I haven't taken them much, so probably good news for the Nets. I like the Heat against the Bucks. They got blitzed last night, but this Heat team's tough as nails, man. I could see them getting right up off the mat and smacking the Bucks in the face here. I'm going to take the Heat on the money line in this one. How about you, Brian?
I'm not that ballsy, but I took a loss with the Heat yesterday, but I'm right back on them. I'm sure they're feeling salty, so I'm going to go with the Heat plus the points.
What was worse, your Heat loss there or my Clippers loss on Sunday? I think those
I don't know.
They're close.
I didn't have the Heat as a premium, but I bet their game, and I bet it.
So 144.97 is 47? Yeah, so we're in the same neighborhood. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It just counts as one. Chris, how about you?
I'm with you. I like the Heat. I think they're going to want some revenge after being humiliated last night. I think the Bucks ran out of frustration to take out on the Heat here, so I'll take Miami in the points.
Yeah, I want you guys give me the Heat and the points. They bounce back and make this a closer game, if not beat the Bucks.
Got the Mavericks up against Charlotte. I won the NBA title last year pretty much betting against the Mavericks. Super public team. We did the Luka Doncic was one of the people on the list of the jerseys, best-selling jerseys that we went over yesterday. I like the Mavericks. I like Luka. I like all those things. This is just so public, man, this team. It's kind of like the public's ahead of themselves, right? It's just...
Except for the other night when they were playing the Clippers.
It's the Pelicans all over again who got slaughtered last night. It's kind of like a version of the Pelicans, but it's even more so.
Yeah, I'm on the Hornets tonight. I think that's too many points for Dallas to cover, even at home.
4-point game. Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a 4-point game. If that, I could even see this one coming down to the wire. Whoever has the ball last wins. So Give me the points with Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Hornets plus the points. Luka can't do it all himself.
Got the Lakers against the Spurs. I just can't decide who to take in this one yet. Brian, what do you like?
Well, boy.
It's like, do I go? I'm doing a Heat money line, Spurs money line parlay. I'll give it out right now.
I'm going to go under in this one. I just think this total is way too high at 229. The Spurs are playing much better basketball in general, and the Lakers I don't think they're interested early on in the year. So give me the under here.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Spurs as well. Just the line dropping, and I think the Spurs are finally starting to get healthy. They're well coached. I like the Spurs team. So give me San Antonio on the points.
Give me a fish patty. I'm gonna take the Lakers. The Lakers lost. They're gonna come out angry and mad, and they're gonna come out inspired to beat the Spurs. I think the Lakers win this by 10.
Popovich
Give me the
just
Lakers.
owns LeBron's ass. Owns him. So I'm not saying that I would that I'm condoning this sort of thing. But I'm just saying, if you bet $350 on a money line parlay with the Heat and the Spurs, $350 pays $2,393.10.
Is everybody playing for the Lakers tonight?
How about
this?
this?
To me, it looks like somebody's not playing.
That's the it's in there. Click to confirm.
That's the bet submitted.
Wager approved. Yes.
Yeah, I think of the day, I think that's the best bet of the day overall. At every single game on the board. That's just my opinion.
All right, we got one more in the NBA. It's the Clippers are taking on the Blazers. The 3 games with the late lines, I did late videos. I did them this morning, so be sure to check them out. But hey, also check out our Instagram page. We had an Instagram person doing all our Instagram now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but putting out like some of my videos, some little write-up things, super fancy. I never did the Instagram thing. I never was one of those guys, but someone approached me. They said, "Hey, I want to do your Instagram." I was like, "Go for it," Of course, they send me a bill, It's not like, hey, we'll just do your Instagram. I don't know. But they're like a fan of the show. They're not like a just one of these internet marketer people. But they just happen to be one of those and a fan of the show. So it's cool. It's a happy thing. I always wanted to do Instagram. I just don't want to half-ass it. Like you see some of the other capping sites, like they go on Instagram and they like hire like the neighborhood kid, to do it, and it looks like that, I want to do it right, and that's what we're doing. Chris is nodding. Did you take a look at our Instagram, Chris, or are you just?
Yep,
just
I liked a few
sucking
posts.
up?
I liked a few posts on it yesterday. I'm following it.
Yeah, I never was much of an Instagrammer, but I like what this guy's doing. I'm excited about it. I thought you were a little sucking up going on there.
No. Me, never.
Where are we at? Clippers,
Portland
Blazers?
and Clippers. Yeah, for me, I'm going to go Blazers. I had the Blazers against the Lakers. No reason to jump ship now. I think they could be competitive with the Clippers, maybe take it outright. So give me Portland here plus the points.
Is there any team that you like betting against more than the Lakers? Is there like a team
Portland.
out there?
Well, no. Lakers are my favorite.
Yeah, me too. It's like one of my very favorite fades is the Lakers. It's like Dodgers, Lakers, Yankees, like any of those. They're all good for me,
Red Sox, you forgot the
Red Sox, Cubs. Cubs have made a few mortgage payments.
Any team with Andrew Kashner on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give
the
me
Raptors
Portland
this year.
It's early. It's early for that.
The Raptors this year.
It's early. I think it's early. They've lost a few players, in the last 2 years.
The Raptors folded yesterday.
Sorry, show. They folded against the Pelicans too.
That's what happens in the second half of Raptors games this year.
Now you watch out for the Sixers. Gonna take out Brooklyn.
Excuse me. This is the first time that's ever happened on the show. Ugh.
And then
I was like, I was trying to fight it. It's like, it just couldn't do it. It was like
you're all the way back.
I have a
in
thing
your
of
chair.
tissues there just in case. It's like, and I have a mute button. I could have done the mute button next time. Go ahead, Chris.
That's right. I like Portland here as well. I just think this is a 2-point game or a 3 at most. I think 3.5 is too many. So give me the Blazers here.
I like Portland here as well. Clippers on a back-to-back. Give me Portland. I think they beat the Clippers outright. Take Portland on the money line.
I'm going to take the Blazers, too. Maybe I should have thrown them in my parlay.
3-team birdcage.
3-team
money line.
birdcage money line. What does this one pay?
Uh-oh.
Just in case. The Blazers are only 135.
I wonder if the Iceman has the Lakers money line at
I'm
night.
sure he does. He's such a stooge.
Minus 350.
I like that term, stooge. What a stooge. I just came up with that one. It's totally unplanned. What a stooge.
Lakers Clippers money line. Take it to the bank parlay. That would be an Iceman parlay.
If you were to put $350 on that 3-team parlay, it pays $6,096.30.
Nice.
I'm just saying, if it happened, if your finger happened to slip and you added that 13.
Yeah, Miami line's starting to drop to 5.5. So.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
Yep. One loss doesn't keep me off a team. That's for sure.
Well, Randy Gibbs makes his living off of fading you. You're pathetic.
I love it. Keep it coming.
Yes. Means you're doing something right. You don't get too many Bitler's pathetic comments here.
I'll tell you what,
me.
though, it's been like a 1-2 day, then a 2-1, a 2-3, then a 3-2. I haven't been able to take off lately, but
what's your record like when you look at the different handicappers and you see like all the different sports that you have a winning record in? I think Brian has like all of them. I think every single one, right? It's like
I've been a little cold lately, but I need to.
Yeah, but you have enough wins over time that you still have winning records and all of those things. Everyone has a cold stretch. That's part of sports betting. You know, it's just how bad do they get?
He's probably still upset about my Indiana State Drake pick.
And so where's the female tipster? She has missed a lot. She shouldn't be missed because she's on the drive-through right every week, and she's also in the premium area. Her picks are available, so you can get them at the premium area. I don't know what she charges. Hey, how about this guy? You want to become famous? We could buy our followers. I know some people in this industry that will do that. You can buy them, Twitch followers. The best followers are bought followers.
Just like the best likes or mom likes.
I don't even understand that. It's like, why do you want people to follow you that don't really want to follow you? It's a vanity. It's kind of like people that lie about their golf score and then they have to record it, the vanity handicap, and then they're up against someone like me and I'm only getting, they're only getting like one stroke and they just pound them for like, $75 or something. Yeah, it's a fun 3 hours at the golf course. It's like we call it at the club. We call it the vanity handicap. It's like you're
spotting me 30 strokes if we play. I need 30 strokes for that.
He's a 10, but it's a vanity handicap. It's like
and 10-foot wedges.
It's like the vanity handicap. It's like I'll tell you, my handicap is way lower than my skill ability. I don't know how it's what it is that if you shoot some good scores, it like really lowers your handicap, and then if you shoot bad scores, they get non-counted because they only count like a certain amount of your scores. I don't know exactly how it works, But if Sean is on here, he could probably tell us exactly how it works. And it's like, so it's like if you shoot like in a round or two in the 70s on a tough course like we have, then it's like it knocks your handicap like into the high single digits. It's like it will jump you like two strokes. You'll go from 11 to a 9, and if you do it again, you'll go from a 9 to a 7. It's like nothing fun about that. I'm giving away my money. I do. Where is Ann? Chris, where's Ann?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Does she do the drive-through twice a week or just once? I think she's on Tuesday.
Wednesday's usually your day, I think, but she wasn't there yesterday. She's not there today. Hopefully tomorrow.
I'm on tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. Thursday's my
Thursday,
day. Yeah, record month for Vegas last month in intake.
I like when that happens.
The lines are way off. That's what it's been. And I think it was one of my biggest winning months. It was last, right? It was like Brian and I think we're on top of the leaderboards the whole time. The public was getting destroyed. Anyways, let's get to this college schedule. It's a big one. We got daytime basketball and evening basketball. Starts off with St. Joe's VCU, Fordham against G-Dubs, Chattanooga against Furman. We've got Hampton against Gardner-Webb, Temple against SMU, and Ohio versus Bowling Green. Any of those for you, Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take a chance on the two Philly teams. I like St. Joe's plus the points and Temple even more plus the points. Everybody seems to be on SMU on the road. Line's dipping a little bit under the 8. I think the Owls can keep it competitive.
Chris?
Yeah, too. I like Chattanooga plus the 7.5. I know Furman's one of the more profitable mid-major teams over the years, but Chattanooga 9-0 on the season, 4-2 against the spread. It's a pretty good team. I just think 7.5 is too many. I think this is maybe a 3-point game. Give me Chattanooga in the points, and I like Bowling Green in the points. I don't get why the line's going towards Ohio, but more points I can get, I'll take them. So give me Bowling Green in the points.
No wonder Ruffalo liked that Instagram page. They gave out his pick on Alabama on there. Was featured -1.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and it was a winner. It said Chris Ruffalo. It had your name in script. Rod, who do you like?
For me in this spot, I like Temple as well. Give me Temple plus the points. That's just too many points there. And what I see is a 2-3 point game. That's all I got for this spot.
I love Bowling Green against Ohio. I think that line is a mess. Doesn't even make sense. We could throw them in our money line parlay too.
Don't go crazy now.
Doesn't even make any sense. I also like St. Bonnie's against Rhode Island in the money line. Not in this time slot.
Yeah, I haven't made a mistake in a couple of days.
It's my turn. Longwood against Asheville. Winthrop against Campbell. Winthrop's a beast, man. Rhode Island against St. Bonnie's. I like the Bonnies there. Colorado State against Fresno State, the rematch. Radford against the Presbyterian, 1-ho, 2-ho, red ho, blue hose. Providence against Butler. Brian?
I too like St. Bonaventures, but what I like even more than that are the Blue Hose tonight. I locked in at plus 3.5. Maybe I got ripped off. I see it's at 4.5 now, but everybody's betting Radford. I like the Blue Hose, the Presbyterian tonight.
Chris, how do you like your hose?
Preferably not blue.
Blue hose.
I like St. Bonaventure here as well. 4 double-digit scorers coming back, and we haven't seen much of the Bonnies, but they're a really good team, and I just think they're going to overpower Rhode Island here. So give me St. Bonaventure. That's the only game I like in this slot.
I like the Spurs also. Rod?
I like Winthrop over Campbell. I'm gonna blow Campbell out, win by 20 or more. I'll take Baylor over Elkhorn or Elkhorn.
Is that in that
El
time slot?
Carapola. And I like St. Bonnie's as well over Rhode Island. St. Bonnie's has got a good team. Take St. Bonnie's money line. I think they win that game outright.
I like St. Bonnie's. I like Colorado State in the rematch. I think they beat them just as bad, if not worse, this time. And I like the Spurs. We've got UMass against George Mason. High point. The high point of the show was the High Point versus South Carolina upstate game. Ohio State versus Nebraska. Notre Dame against Virginia. Then we get into the 7 o'clock game. So let's just stop there, and then we'll do the 7 o'clockers. Any of those 4, Brian?
I like the Irish a little bit, getting the points against Virginia. I just don't see the Cavaliers blowing anybody out. So give me the Irish plus the points. It's not a love play, but it's a strong like.
Under 124.5 for me in that one. Chris?
I like Virginia. I just think, Virginia, they struggled against Gonzaga, but I think they're going to take out some frustration. They're going to keep Notre Dame under their thumb here, so give me Virginia. And I like UMass against, I like George Mason against UMass, excuse me, plus the 5.5. I just think that's a much closer game than the line would indicate. I think it's 1 or 2 point game, so give me George Mason and the points.
Virginia's for lovers. Rod?
For me, I like I'm with you. I like the under Notre Dame and Virginia. A huge defensive battle in that one. That's the only one I like in that spot.
I like the under in that Notre Dame Virginia game. I like saying George Mason. For some reason. I like Arkansas against Auburn. The Arkansas team is good, man. They are really good. Georgia against Mississippi State. Ben Howland's Bulldogs going up against the other Bulldogs. Davidson against Richmond in a line mover. Dayton versus LaSalle. UNC Greensboro versus the Citadel. East Tennessee State versus Western Carolina. Directional state battle. We've got Xavier versus Seton Hall. Belmont versus that other state, Murray State. Chris likes to visit the Club Med at Murray State. UCF versus Tulane. Any of those, Brian?
I like the Richmond Spiders tonight at Davidson. I mean, Davidson has been playing all right basketball, but I just think the Spiders are a better team, and they got a rebound from that Hofstra loss. That one really that one hurt me. I'm sure it hurt them too. So take Richmond.
This is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. Chris?
I'm going to take Belmont here. I like them better than Murray State. I still can't get that Murray State performance against Middle Tennessee out of my head. And I just like what Belmont's done this season, so give me Belmont.
A lot of action, a lot of money on Murray State here. A lot of money
I know.
on Murray State.
It's okay. It's just less wood that we have to chop there. So, I like the Arkansas Auburn game. I'm going to be giving out on the drive-through tonight. And I like Seton Hall against Xavier.
Chris, on the Arkansas Auburn, don't screw it up.
I promise I won't. I promise.
Right.
I will save face.
All right.
Seton Hall, Xavier. I like Seton Hall. I just think Seton Hall's a chance to win this game outright, and if not, it's coming down to the last possession. So give me Seton Hall.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Rod, who do you like?
In this spot here. Not a lot. I like Arkansas over Auburn. They're just a better team there. I like UCF over Tulane. I don't think they can win by. They can cover that number.
Instagram is Pick Dogs.
And I like Xavier. Give me Xavier minus a 2.5 in this spot. I think they can cover the 3-point bucket.
Little puck dog boxing match there, down there. Throw you guys in the octagon together. Yeah, to watch the Xavier Seton Hall matchup. You took Tulane here against UCF? Or you took UCF?
I like UCF.
Yeah, me too. I like UCF also on that one. I like Belmont also. I'm with Chris on that one, which scares me a little bit. Got Georgia Tech against North Carolina. Boston College against NC State. Austin P visits Tennessee State. Eastern Kentucky, the Colonel, up against Eastern Illinois. Ooh, the battle of the Easterns. TCU against Prairie View A&M. Samford against VMI. Samford, ever since that one game, I don't remember even who they played, but they're dead to me. It was like VMI or something like that they played. Pretty much dead to me. And that's it for the 8 o'clock slot. Oh, we'll throw in Penn State, Indiana, Jacksonville State, Tennessee, Martin. Ryan, any of those?
Yeah, I'm going to be riding the Hoosiers at home against Penn State. I like Penn State this year, but not in this spot. I think Indiana is going to be coming out for blood. So take the Hoosiers and lay the points.
That's actually the only game I'm on in this time, so I like Penn State with the points. I think this is a 3-point game. I think Penn State battles Indiana here. I think you just see a tough physical game, and this one's decided late as well.
It was Troy that Samford lost to. That inexcusable garbage fest. Still disgusted. Who'd you take there? Indiana?
I have Penn State.
Penn State. Rod?
Yeah, the only one I'm with Chris on Penn State here. I think that's a 2-3-point game at the most. Give me Penn State plus the points. I think they hang with Indiana today.
I like Eastern Kentucky in a power slam. I'm going to slaughter them. Battle of the Easterns. I like Austin P against Tennessee State. Tennessee State's hot garbage. Is that a correct phrase? Is it hot mess or straight garbage? Hot garbage. Oh, all those.
I think it's a fusion of the two. I think it's hot mess. And
you guys know
it can be a hot mess of straight garbage.
All right, they suck. I said it. Said it in terms we can all understand. Vandy against Florida. Mizzou against Tennessee. Tennessee Tech against Southeast Missouri State. Seattle against Portland. St. Mary's against Sac State. And DePaul and UConn. I like Sac State, man, against St. Mary's. I think that's way too many points. 14.5. Way too many. Brian, you got the Sac to take State?
No, but I got the Sac to take UConn and lay 8.5 or so. I just think they're going to beat up on DePaul, the Blue Demons, tonight. So take Connecticut, lay the points.
The world needs square bettors too. Chris.
I'm on Vanderbilt plus the 7. I think this Florida team's still going to be emotional about Keontae Johnson. I think I wish him well, but I think Florida's still going to struggle without him. Vanderbilt at home getting 7 sounds good to me, and I like DePaul against UConn. I know the coach had a revolt with his players, but you watch what DePaul's done. They battled Providence hard. They took them to overtime. I thought for a few seconds they were going to win that game. And I think they can take UConn down to the wire as well. So give me DePaul on the points.
So Chris kind of getting inside the Florida players' head here, thinking they're going to be emotional.
Well, it's still, you're missing your top scorer. You're missing one of the biggest parts of that team.
What do you get emotional about besides butter and sugar?
Sometimes the players will play.
We'll come back to that. Game. Rod? We know for Rod it's the fry-later. It's all about the fry-later.
Yeah. For me, I like DePaul in this spot. You're going to give me 8.5 points with DePaul. Yeah, sign me up. Give me 8.5 points with DePaul there. Well, until Connecticut gets their top guy back, and then I'll definitely go the other way. But give me DePaul. Well, so I'm with Chris. I like Vanderbilt here over Florida. I think that's too many points as well. And I like St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's beats up Sacramento State. I think they usually win by 16, 17 points there. Give me St. Mary's.
Mitch has too many losing dogs. Don't watch. What do you want me to say? I don't care. It's like, what about all the winning ones I have, right? It's like, I mean, seriously.
That guy wants you to tell him to take the Clippers and Lakers tonight. Well.
just their 2 cents. Yeah, who asked you? I mean, seriously. We wanted your opinion, we'd ask for it. And we don't. Matter of fact, I think I might just block you. Easier. We'll leave you, just for the hell of it. Best bets really blow lately. I don't know.
Must be talking about his own.
Maybe his own?
Must be.
Well, it might have been mediocre lately. So.
Yeah, mine have been mediocre too. It's been a little, especially in the NBA. So it's like very hard for me. When the favorites are covering and stuff, it's like, and then what happens? Then I switch to the favorites. Like yesterday, I got hammered.
I don't know. I mean, yesterday I had the Knicks, Pacers, and I lost with the Pacers. Had the Knicks, and I forget what my other one was. But who expected the Knicks to go on the road and win a game?
I did say nobody wins in Tulsa. I know. Like I said, the Houston pick yesterday. I'm embarrassed about it. It's going to take me a while to get past it. I just can't believe I did it. Florida's the lock today. Of course, they're playing 2 different sports. How about the Canes? They covered in basketball against Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they took me to those bastards. Virginia Tech's up 10 with like 4 minutes to go, and they just like melt.
I like St. Joe's against VCU. I just think it's too many points. I think it's the under is the play, right? No, it's like the total's like 160 or something.
Is that what it is?
I had the Suns yesterday. That was like one of my NBA winners. Pelicans are like an auto fade for me. Chris, what's your parlay for today?
Okay, let's see. My parlay, we're going to go with Penn State.
Taking these picks is like burning money.
I think it's more fun burning money.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Not burning money if you've been picking mine.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
don't know.
These bird cages have been fire this
Something
week.
pays for all this shit I got. I mean, I got a house, I don't know. That's funny. It's like, this is the answer to pretty much all of that. The loudest boos always come from the cheapest seats.
For my parlay, we're going to go Penn State, the points, Belmont, laying the points, San Antonio Spurs with the points.
How can I get on the live chat with you? On our show? Well, we only have us 4, and then we have, on the weekends, we have Romanelli. We're kind of booked.
Sounds kinky.
Kind of booked. But you could have become a capper on our site, and if you entered the contest. I don't understand. Oh, he meant on the screen? Yeah, we did okay in the NCAA. I'm doing fine in college basketball. It's the NBA that I'm off to a slow start. I'm not going to chase, But I am betting the Spurs today. In case anyone didn't know that. Rod, you got your parlay? Chris, did you give yours?
Yeah.
I'm too busy looking at the comments because I think that I've gotten to the point where it's like the negative ones, it's like it's too easy, It's like you could, it's like it's too easy, because it's we give out so many picks. It's like, and they're free picks. It's like an opinion on every game, It's like it's too easy. It's pathetic, Take some pot shots at me. because I stick myself out here.
Consensus report specials running out. Only days left to take
only
advantage.
days left on. We're going to do the consensus. I'm sure I'll get some emails after the fact. I know I will. Rod, who do you like today in your bird cage? Be sure to smash the like button.
For me, I like. I'm gonna go all college basketball.
Oh no, not college basketball. Please, Rod, don't give us college basketball.
Well, that's what we hit yesterday, so let's go with it again. And
all right, let's do some college basketball. Not Berea.
We're gonna go DePaul plus the 8.5. We're gonna go Winthrop minus the 16.5, and we're gonna go Colorado State minus the 9.5. Depends where you get that line at. Love those three.
Would you be offended if I threw the Spurs in there?
No, you can throw the Spurs in there, and we can parlay that 4 up. I like that. Yeah. Put the Spurs in there and parlay those 4 up. Big winner.
How about you, Brian?
I'm going to go with Temple plus the points, St. Bonaventure plus the points, and the Miami Heat plus the points.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I was typing an email, doing customer service, doing it all here. If anyone's a customer service specialist,
you're like the one-man band.
If anyone's a customer service specialist out there, hit me up. I need some help.
I got the Miami Heat plus the points, St. Bonaventure plus the points, and the Temple Owls plus the points for my 3-game parlay.
I actually like that one. I like that one.
I wouldn't be opposed to money line, dog and
No, I like all those. I think those are all live money line dogs, too. They're all live, for sure. I think Temple is probably the toughest one to get home, but I think they at least cover. Yeah. I'm going to go Georgia Tech money line against North Carolina. NC State minus the 9.5 against Boston College, who sucks, by the way. And I'll go with Sac State plus the 14.5 against St. Mary's. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. I'll be back at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our computer pick show. I don't know how my picks did yesterday on that thing. Anyone know? I know the day before they kind of were terrible. Let's see. So, the Heat and the Clippers, so they lost both. Awesome. Good job. No, the Clippers won, so they're 1-1.
The Clippers won, so it was 1-1.
1-1. 1-1. Okay, well, we can't hire you off of YouTube commentary. My email is mitch@pickdogs.com. But you have to be super tolerant and be able to talk to people who think they bought halftime bets and actually bought full game bets, because they'll start complaining after the first quarter. Our team is losing.
That was me yesterday with the Miami complaining.
Yeah, I didn't say anything back to you, but it's like they
didn't play any defense. They looked like they had no heart, and they let them go up and down the field and score 21 points. I was pissed.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'm just gonna say it in the nicest possible way that I have the ability to do, which probably isn't good enough for most of you. But I'm gonna say something, and it's if you're betting sports and you're grading your winners and losers after the first 10 minutes of the game or 5 minutes of a game, then this is not for you. Sports betting is gonna kill you. It will kill you. Because how many games come down to the last thing? I'd say 85% are decided in the last minutes.
Especially in basketball.
Especially in basketball.
Man.
Especially in
Team up
basketball.
30,
But
I've seen
football
teams come
too.
back.
Well,
Football
watching
too.
that football game, did you actually think Miami was going to make a comeback after seeing what they were doing?
No,
Yeah.
I
They
didn't.
looked like
I
terrible.
didn't because every time when I've seen Miami, and I'm a fan, and this has been the problem with the team the last several years, is that when they go down big, they have folded up. The old Canes teams used to rally, like we just saw. That was a really good sign. I think most Cane fans, and I haven't talked to any, but I'm going to guess most Cane fans were okay with that they rallied. We know we're not going to get the calls. I mean, we know that going in. You know, we're never going to, it's like, wow, we won on a cheap call. That's never going to happen. It's always going to be the calls are going to go the other way. But we've always been able to overcome it. We're just a few players away from being able to do that, and we will get there. You have to remember, that last year, Manny Diaz took the Miami job. Mark Richt, resigned like days before, the recruiting period. So Manny Diaz had taken the Temple job. So like all these recruits like decommitted and went to other schools, and then when by the time Manny Diaz was named the head coach, we had already lost all those guys. They went to Michigan, Alabama, all the other schools that Miami has to recruit against. And so it's like they're a little behind in the process, but they'll get there. They'll get there. I'm more worried about King's knee, and if he's going to be ready for next season. But they don't lose much from this team, Miami. They don't lose much at all. Those receivers will learn how to catch, or they'll be gone. Anyways, plus, I mean, look at the running backs, man, stacked. You see those guys ripping off runs? Oh my, the future is bright. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. I'll be back at 5:00 for the Computer Pick Show. Ruffalo, 6 o'clock drive-through. Who you got?
Myself, Joe Duffy, Rod, Al, Shane Mickle, and Tony T and I are going to co-host tonight. So 6 o'clock, we're going to have a great show on the drive-through tonight. Can't wait.
Duquesne St. Louis has come off the board, postponed. Chris, about the drive-through, just don't screw it up, all right? Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.